Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We are playing in the Bestiary League, Flashback League even, as a solo self-found hardcore summoner of all the things. And our end goal is to get a nice army of Phantasms as a side effect. So, in between episodes I took the liberty to dress up a little bit, so we don't look like someone who just washed up on the beach, even though that is exactly what happened. Ooh, coral ring. That's actually pretty darn nice. I always feel a little bit happier when I have at least a little bit of life on me. And let's replace this one. And then, yeah, we continue. Let's see where this leads. So, we are in the Submerged passage. So, here we have the lovely little cave with the boss that is gonna get us quite another catch of uniques. So there's gonna be a recipe there for the blood altar thing. And of course there's a skill pointer. Look at that. Ooh, this is gonna be a mystery. What's gonna be in the box? What's gonna be in the box? So area here, rogue exiles, strong boxes, and nemesis mods. But too late. So green means failure, because I didn't catch the enemy in time. ID scrolls, nice. So we can actually see what's in the box, because that is useful. 3 additional items, sure. I like items. So just some regular mobs, nothing too fancy. And more wisdom scrolls for me. Slightly larger flask, that's going to be helpful. Higher level zombies, that's going to be helpful. So that is a dead end. No, actually it is. Yes, it is. The suspense, the suspense. It's always a little bit twisty-turvy. Sometimes you have to go to the bottom left, sometimes to the bottom right. If you know all the layouts by heart, then of course it's never a surprise. I don't know the layouts by heart, so for me it is always a surprise. But in the end, it should go alright. So, some more crustaceans. And rare power amulets. Sure, why not? I think that might be helpful. Right, well, right now we just have some mana regen and a little bit of life regen. This one a little bit of resists, a little bit of attributes. Sure, why not? So not a big upgrade, it's more of a side upgrade. Doesn't really matter too much. Ooh, hello there, brute princess. Haha, I captured you, stupid beast.
Survivor, you are well prepared for the end.
So, then we need 3 more sea witches to get gloves with cold damage. Well, I don't really care about gloves with cold damage, so you can keep those. I don't want them. Oh, hello. Hey there. And another wand with 3 links. And there we have the flooded depths. So as I said, I did update my loot filter to not show things like bows and quiver and 2-handed weapons anymore. Despite that, we still get quite some loot drops. But that's the nature of the beast. Okay. Chainmail tunic, that sounds like an upgrade. It's level 8, so yeah, that's definitely going to be an upgrade in the nearby future. So we get spirits, we get 2 invasion bosses, and then abyss. Invasion bosses can end up wrecking you. Well, a lot of things can, but there's a couple ones. There's this squid summoner thing that has a lot of skeletons that I seem to recall kind of messing with me in a previous Flashback League. Ooh, hello there, you. Well, see, that's what I mean. They go down incredibly rapidly. Yeah, let's boost our minions a little bit. Would be nice to just get to 4 zombies. And after that we grab some more energy shield bonuses. Ooh, a ghost. You look like a ghost on a mission. And you might very well be a ghost on a mission. Also, there's a lot of enemies here, so I'm just taking a small step back here. And letting my minions do the talking. Oh, glass mole. Yeah, exactly. You are an invader boss. It's nice that we get 2 invaders per area rather than just the 1. That was normal in previous leagues. And yeah, still quite some items dropped. First couple of episodes will just be a mad scramble, picking up all the items, now building up a little bit of a currency base, making sure that I've got some decent items. After that, usually things stabilize and I become a little less like a magpie, focused on everything that glitters. Chainmail vests. It's rare, it might be better. Actually, not really. But it could be sold, so that's good. Helmet here. Bit of energy shield, bit of cold rest, bit of energy shield more, which is already included, so this is not actually all that great. Yeah. It's also one of those things. Now, early on, just about every item looks like it could be helpful because it's better than not wearing anything. Once you have some decent gear, then item sorting becomes easier as well because you will have your resist covered, you will have your life covered, you will have most of things covered. Oh, that's glorious. The boss thing is on the end there, or the invader. I hope it's not gonna take a detour. That would be the opposite of hilarious. Yeah, let's go with the opposite of hilarious. So in addition to giving myself a little bit of a shine, my minions also have received some empty access. So the ravens that you see fly out are actually raging spirits. Oh, hello there. Yeah, you're gonna be a pain. I'll just take a small step sideways. Like that. Here, have some fun. The mummies are actually zombies. Ooh, ghastly eye. Those are useful because they benefit minions. So, well, except this one, because this has cast speed and life. But in general, ghastly eyes are good for minion builds. And I think this is going to be one of those points to just quickly go to town, empty pockets, go back, and then continue. So we saw the porcupine boss. I think it was the porcupine boss. That was the other invader in this area. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, definitely interesting. So, like that. Which is now, especially in leagues like these, I just want to get my tank up as soon as possible. Because you're just going to have to tank much more damage than otherwise, and also your resistances are going to become more relevant much sooner than in other leagues. But outside of that, no, if you just play slowly, cautiously, then you have some options. Porcupine Goliaths. Yeah, see, it's the ice spears in the back. Spice grip. Yeah, so it's been ghostly possessed. That's hilarious. So sending out raging spirits with the old zombie works out rather well. Also, item overload. It is a thing. It very, very really is a thing. So, Spirit Shield, what is it doing here? A little bit of bonus, but well, 26% on top of 5 is not a lot of bonus. Resist could help. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Can we sort some things around? I don't really think so. Yeah. So let's just park this as well. The upside, oh, there's more potential for just decent items to drop this way, or to build up a little bit of a currency supply. And we break that one and that one. We still have zombies, so we continue. So let's say hello to the boss. I think, yeah. Deep Dweller, you are there. Also, you apparently are not a beastie, or was that? Ah, yeah, your second form. Aha, yes. Second form is a beastie. Coral ring with max life, so capture triple crabs and then life is gonna be good. Also, unidentified rare items, armors. That's a thing. Plank, kite shield. Hey, those are actually the kinds I want. They have resists, they have armor, they have energy shield. Instead of spell damage, which really doesn't benefit this build. So this is an upgrade. On top, it is a blue 3-link. So we can do all kinds of fun things with that. Still the mana, yeah, not really all that great. So I've gone up and down multiple times. I suspect the outside area is gone at this point. But that's alright. And if it's still there, it's still there. Then we actually know where to go. Because it was not far to walk to the staircase that marks where we continue. Actually have 1-2 zombies that are a little bit scuffed, might as well. Until we get our hands on some minion life regeneration or a flask of animation. Recasting zombies because their life is low is gonna be a thing. Afterwards, much less so. Because those things, in the end, they get a ridiculous amount of life, which is good. That makes them sturdy. Also, speaking of ridiculous and sturdy, they just went level up. So we got 4 of the buggers, and they have more life and do more damage. Everything, nearly everything I could wish for. And then there is the exits. So there's going to be a couple of rare items or unique items that I hope to obtain relatively early. Bones of Uller and the Side Breath Amulets. Those are 2 items that are going to help out quite a bit. Bones of Uller mostly, of course, because it gives us +1 to both zombies as well as specters. And getting 3 specters is... oh, it's nice. It's 50% more specters over what you could get from the skill tree. So it's a rather significant bonus. Oh, hello there, goals. So Raging Spirits, oh, it's a spell and it's a minion. It's like a living fireball that benefits from your minion skills rather than from spell damage, which is pretty cool. Also their damage now, it's I think technically they have base physical damage and 50% of it gets converted to fire. So now the benefit partially from bonuses to fire damage, but because of that now the skill is tagged as a fire skill because of the partial fire damage. And as such, a wand with +1 to fire skills is going to be helpful. Breaches, I think I am at a point where breaches are just going to be a thing. So having minions, having phantasms. Okay. Breaches in narrow areas like these don't really do all that much. But it's more kills, it's good. There we go. And there we go. We continue. Another level on my feathered little Raging Spirit friends. Should help with the damage output. And the Phantasms as well. Okay, what was this actually? Spirits, strong boxes, and 1 breach. Okay, so we had the breach, then we... Oh, hey, you there. I'm just gonna throw the trap, because it's gonna get mauled. And that was actually good.
You are well prepared for the end. This is a fine capture.
Okay, this is actually a small upgrade. Level 8, is that worth using currency on already? I don't think so. I mean, items they cycle through so quickly. Any mods early on are relatively rubbish. So if you find a rare or a magic item that's better than using some of your relatively rare currency. Though once you start drowning in it, then of course it is not an issue. Okay, something ghostly this way past. And there you are. Go away, raging spirits, go! Yes, haha, got it. Also, nope, 3 plus 2. Definitely get some spirits from the raging spirits SRS, or Summon Phantasms as well. Okay, Artisan Strongbox. That's some more currency. That's all right. So this is the bonus. The other one could be slightly negative. So actually just see this as all the currency I'm gonna sink in it. Because as I said, currency is relatively rare. And it's some scraps. Useful to have. But now given that the numbers that are amplifying are relatively small, it's really not doing all that much yet. And there is our buddy Kuduku. Okay, refresh the zombos. And then we continue. Another Artisan Strongbox. Well, I'm not complaining about that. 6 additional items in the detonated corpses. Okay, so let's just set a small step backwards. And I still get hit by some of the explosions. But it's no longer one large explosion, it's now a sequence of explosions, so it's not that bad anymore. You're a lot less likely to get murderized by it. Though the zombies, of course, with a non-regenerating health are slightly less than amused by it. Also at this stage of the game, your zombies have a habit of just running after you. Which... oh, it does mean that you end up being the tank, which is slightly less than optimal. But of course that's why Convocation is a lovely skill. Oh wow, double ghosts. If they were to find the same rare mob at the same time, that would actually be helpful. Haha, we got some loot. Hey, that's Ondar's Guile. Always think they're face breakers, but face breakers are item level 16. So, of course, they can't drop yet this early. Also, a larger flask. Now, might as well. If you find another one, we can sell them for an upgrade. Light Brigandine. And then that is that. And then onwards to the prison. So we got some kills, we got some more Quicksilver charges, and then we can start running around a little bit more. So what do we get here? Additional rogues, Harbingers, and Nemesis. Ooh. Fun time. So another wand. Goatees. So there's a waypoint here. We'll probably use that one to just dump out everything in my pockets. Also, goats have been chewing through my minions. Let's refresh that. Ooh, Lil Furia. Ow, 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 ow. And there we go. But at first, okay. Let's take a earlier stop to town. So Harbinger's been a while. It's like 3 leagues ago. But no, they summon all kinds of fun things. And of course you can't hurt them, but they get hurt by you killing their friends. Sapphire, ooh, large mana, that's gonna be helpful. Yeah, that's very much gonna be helpful. Anything else? Iron ring, might as well, if you pick up another red gem, then we can turn it into a ruby ring, which we can then use to get ourselves a wand of +1 to fire skills. Let's just hope that the Harbinger has a decent sense of timing rather than standing next to Iron Point or Forsaken or something silly like that. Right, there we have it. One Harbinger, whose name we cannot read. Or, well, yeah, I can't even read this. I can see it, but I can't read it because those symbols mean gibberish to me. So they summon things, they have the different skills. So there's the Flame Blast. They drop currency shards since everything they touch they break. They're kind of like that. It's just the one, right? Yeah, just can contain mysterious harbingers. It doesn't actually say how many. So we'll have to see about that. But no, you got the Flame Blast. There is the other one that have a very nice Flame Dash. I wish that were an MTX. It's very, very pretty. Just getting a couple of recipes here. You can't dismiss these anymore. In the beginning you could, but not anymore. But on the other hand, this way we actually do get to see all of the windows. Ooh, rare ones. Small mana. Oh, it's superior, so I could potentially sell that and then get some glassblowers bubbles. Also, my zombies' health looks abysmal, and this might be the Iron Point. Is it always on the ledge? Yeah, and there's the death from above. So blue choice. Oh, see, there's another one. Okay, so the Harbinger's thing, it is actually, there's multiple. And indeed, Iron Point, you were... Oh wow, we get Harbingers, we get Iron Point, and we get Jonah Unchained. Lovely little combination of things. So we're on Exile, that is something we can deal with. And this is just gonna be a bit of a flustercluck, so to say. Ooh. Double Harbingers even. I approve. Let's just hide items. Okay, that's the first. And then that's the second. So, yeah, quietly it is getting rather... rather city in terms of item drops. Another large drop. Level up. So, yeah, let's actually just make another small trip to the Arcane Focus, and then we're going to go for Grave Intentions. Well, I would feel slightly better just having a little bit more defenses behind me. Okay, that's a small upgrade. Anything else? See, as you see, no, the loot filter did kick in and I'm hiding even the stars, and I'm actually thinking of maybe just also hiding base types that I really don't care about. Especially in a league like this where it's gonna be item overflow. Okay. Let's kill the goats here, then we have some minions as a warm-up for the fawn. For you, yes. And down you go. That was the fawn. Okay, and then we have access to the prison, but not before a couple of minions await us after we dealt with their boss. Okay. So this is not a nice point to just go back.
And call such a place home.
Because there should be a support gem reward in here for having a chat with the townsfolk. Oh, and there's a skill book as well. Took the effort of going down, but never actually picked it up. And hello, Nessa. Chance to ignite, unbound elements, void manipulation, minion damage. Well, minion damage is gonna be the thing for me. Extra skill point, that is lovely. So that's arcane focus, a little bit more energy shield, a little faster recharge.
Hello.
Let's see, these are all chromatic, that's okay, they can easily be sold. This one was for some potential combo stuff. Legions, nothing really all that exciting.
Take
Like
care.
that. Oh, better mana flask, might as well put that one on. Yes. So let's actually see what's our options for crafting another wand. So we got ourselves an iron ring, then all we need is just a very cheap red gem. Let's see, did I just sell them together or did I? Yeah, exactly. Sell them together. You get yourself a ring, level 16. Well, in this case, that is not the thing I was really interested in. Just glancing over at my cheat sheet. We got any rarity ruby ring, plus a magic wand or scepter, plus an orb of alteration. So we want one alt, we want one ring, and then level 7. Let's see, we had multiple blue wands, yeah. So this one's level 7, that one is level 7, and then these are not. It had to be blue. So then it doesn't really matter, we just take the one with the highest implicit. I think the implicit does get reset. Oh, funny, we got lightning. That's not the one I wanted. So lightning, alt and ruby, and that gets us a new one with a different implicit. That one gets randomly rolled. Actually went up and we got the fire gems, which is what I cared about. Sockets you always inherit, so that is a good thing. And then we can use our orb of augmentation to add something to it. If you have masters, then of course you could have used Katarina to craft something on top. This way you just get something, whether it is nice or not. So we swap those around, then Raging Spirits, Phantasm on kill, and then minion damage. So suddenly our Raging Spirit as well as the Phantasms that result from it are kicking a lot more ass. Which is exactly what we want. Also, there's damage here for our other things. We also want some damage, so we might as well. Oh, we have no more transmutes, but well, there's a whole stash full of items. So now I'll in between episodes, I'll once again just take my time, clear out the stash, settle all the things. Then, if there's some transmute, then there's going to be another minion damage. There's going to be a spell totem. Because the spell totem, of course, will need that for the skeletons that we are going to get relatively soon. And that is also what we need the minion damage for, as well as for the zombies. So I know there's a lot of just stocking up on gems, pre-leveling them, and then using them once we get access to it. And actually, we have a shield, we have these gems, so we can combine it nicely. But as I said, no, that's going to be something for in between episodes. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Bye bye.